day 24. We are here to chat about chapters 231 through 240 of Bleach, which Lawrence has just read for the first time today. Lawrence, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Definitely a fun 10 chapters. A lot of shit went down. A lot of stuff hitting the fan. Ready to get into it.
Yeah, I really like this set of 10 chapters. Start things off with a I forgot to share something.
No, share away. Sharing is caring.
Yes. Sorry, we were chatting for a bit before we actually went live.
Yeah.
Here we go. All right. So to recap from where we left off yesterday, Ichigo and his allies are in their respective training as the third Arrancar invasion begins.
Yes, sir.
We will start things off with the poem for Volume 26, The Massacre on Drive. The voice that pierces deep into my chest is like a never-ending cheer.
Yeah, that voice, this is just piercing. It's like a sword, and it's full of cheer. Great stuff.
So, not a fan of this one, clearly.
Yeah, they're kind of lame. Yeah, kind of lame. Pretty lame poem.
Are you fiddling with something in your hand, by the way?
Yeah, I can put that down.
Yeah, sorry, it's picking up a lot.
Yeah, okay, we're
good. All right. So, moving on. What did you think of Luffy's release?
Luffy's release.
The 8 arms.
The 8 arms. It was all right. I mean, I've seen the more exciting releases, more exciting Bankai, more exciting Shikai's. It's okay. Definitely, I can see how that would be powerful, but it just like a spider, got 8 arms. Good for
her. Him.
Good for him.
Yeah. Given the events of the end of the chapter, it's clear that I guess some initial thought was put into Luffy's design, but then there wasn't need to invest too much in Luffy.
Yeah. Obviously, we know why.
Yeah. So, moving on from that, what did you think of Ichigo versus Grimmjow round 2?
This battle between Ichigo, there was definitely a grudge match. He's come back. He's swaggering a little bit because he's got this new power that he can only do for 11 seconds. Unfortunately, but he almost pulls it off within that 11. But right when he's about to put in the work, about to end this man, it all comes crashing down on him, and yeah, tough break. He almost had him nailed down right before the of course the events that will happen later in these 10 chapters. It would have been nice if Ichigo would have been able to snuff out that torch, maybe gotten like 2 hours more training, got that Bankai. I mean, got that release.
12 seconds, yeah.
12, yeah, got it up to 12 or 13 seconds. He would have been golden. But right place, right time for the Rancars to arrive. An hour later could have been curtains for the man Grimmjow.
Yeah. We don't want no 11-second man.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing a lot of ping-ponging today because the way this is organized, there's a lot of intercutting from chapter to chapter, from fight to fight. The next subject is, what did you think of Wonderweiss?
My thoughts on Wonderweiss.
Urahara arrives on the scene, saves Rangiku,
right.
And is accosted.
I mean, definitely, kind of like almost like a childlike presence, kind of like just like uninhibited. Doesn't really seem to. Wonderweiss doesn't really seem to have much thought or control. It's kind of just like pure id, like working in overdrive. Obviously, he thought he took out Urahara pretty quickly, but it was for naught. We get more information on that later. But yeah, definitely. We see the early nascent stages of Wonder Weiss, and I'm only curious to see how he will grow.
Yeah. So we then go back to Orihime on her way to join everybody in the human world, when suddenly she is raided by Ulquiorra. He intervenes, intercepts, and descends upon her and orders her to join him and Aizen, or all of her friends will die.
Yeah, he's like.
So what did you think of him raiding here?
Yeah, see this. Yeah, this was the Orihime and this stuff. This was definitely the most compelling stuff of these 10 chapters. In terms of giving her the choice, like pretty much like you join us now, or everyone you know is gonna die, like that. Like let me get the fingers like that. Yeah, so she's given this choice. It's not in order. You got it. You got to do it. I thought it was well drawn. Well, the emotion was captured well, and yeah, ultimately, she makes she makes the choice. She wants to save the people close to her, and but damn man, the Soul Society continuing to take L's like all over the place. The fact that they on their watch, she's taken by these Arankars, they're just like piss poor. Like I don't even know, man. They need to get their shit together. Whoever that Yamamoto. That dude ain't worth shit. That dude is a fuck boy. Like they need to get like someone that can like run some shit like up in here. Yeah. Like it's disgraceful.
So I guess what were your thoughts that the clear purpose of this raid was just a distraction to retrieve Orihime?
I mean, it obviously makes a lot of sense. Like once you get to the end of these 10 chapters, why you would want Orihime on your team, on your squad. The healer powers on deck, of course. So I definitely understandable. Like after I saw that, we got glimpses of it in the past. It really even further shows like how incompetent these Soul Society people are. That they don't like Aizen's like, yo, this is the most valuable girl on the team. Why are you like guys just like leaving her like fucking flopping in the wind? Like Aizen's like, yoink, I'll take that power for me. Like, I'm just, once again, I'm just like ashamed. And it's like, how are these people like running they're essentially running like the underworld? I mean, or over whatever you want to call it, like afterlife. Like, and they're just like screwing up on this level. It's just like shocking incompetence. I can't believe it.
Maybe it's just that Aizen and all of his people are just that powerful. Maybe Ulquiorra is just that strong.
Like he saw like a 5-second clip of her. Like he didn't even get like a highlight reel. Like he like literally just saw like her putting in work for like 20 seconds and was like, I'm gonna like put my whole mission on the line just to get this girl on my squad. And they're over here just like it's unbelievable, honestly. Like, oh my god, I'm just
Aizen's that he's that good. He can see potential that strongly. He's gonna make it his.
Right. It's like Aizen knows what he's doing. Urahara knows what he's doing because he probably should have put like more effort into like keeping her on the sidelines and keeping her like close, which he lamented later, which we'll talk about. But like. I just can't believe the 13th division captain like had her like right like in front of him and was just like, yep, we're just gonna risk it all. We'll put 2 low-level Soul Reapers on guard in this like dangerous area where like anything could happen. It's like either go with her yourself because you're like one powerful motherfucker, or send some other captains. Like you're sending like get Zaraki like to go with her. Like send some like people with some muscle. It's the incompetence, man. It's just ridiculous.
Well, we'll get back to Orihime in a little bit.
I can't believe it.
What did you think of the Loopy fight?
Loopy, yeah. So obviously they got the 8 arms going. He's all cocky, like, yeah, y'all ain't shit. He's just wrecking Rengiku, uh, closely wrecking Ikaku, um, his Hisugaya, and the dude whose names I always forget. What's his name? The that's always with Ikaku. His in the 11th division. That guy.
Yumachika.
Imachika. He's like wrecking all of them, and he's like, "Oh, you guys suck. Like your Hara just got taken out. Like I didn't even like with like the blink of an eye. Like what y'all thought you could beat me." And then of course Hitsugaya comes out of left field because he's like one of the few like people I still believe in the Soul Society. He's like, I got these powers on deck, and he comes out with his whole ice deal that he has going on, and flips the tables on Loopy, and yeah, definitely some MVP stuff from Hisugaya, and yeah, so I liked how the tables were kind of turned there, because it would have just been like another in the long line of L's for the Soul Society if this failed, but it seems their fortunes were reversed for this brief moment.
What did you think of Urahara fighting here?
Urahara, once again, I wasn't surprised that he didn't get dusted, because again, he's another one. Even though he's like former Soul Society, I believe in Urahara. I'm Team Urahara. He knows what he's talking about. So of course he wasn't going to get done in by some like surprise attack. It takes a lot more to get such a powerful player out, and yeah, he pulls through. So he does what he does.
Yeah, it's fun to see Urahara fight here.
Yeah.
It's his little decoy version of himself as well, the blow-up version.
Right.
What did you think about Shinji stepping in to fight against Grimjow?
Shinji, yeah, I mean, Shinji's that dude. I had a little doubts in him early, but I still think I think I was still like positive on him. I was like questioning whether he's gonna be a good or bad guy, but I think decided on he'll probably end up like being a good dude, and he's of course he has to protect his man's Ichigo. He has to protect his fellow student. And yeah, so good on him for coming to the aid of Ichigo and Rukia, and putting in the work. And I think he was probably going to be able to take Grimjaw out right here if he wasn't interrupted, which is unfortunate, because once again, it would have been nice if they would have gotten him like before he got like that massive power up, which we will talk about later.
Yeah. I just want to ask you, what do you think the backstory is for Shinji and the Wizards? Do you have any guesses?
Guesses. If I remember correctly, it seemed like back when Urahara and Ichigo's dad were talking, it seemed like they were saying that they were former Soul Reapers, possibly. Right? Was that mentioned? I feel like that was mentioned as a.
I don't remember that. I mean, I that could be true.
Yeah, I mean, so I think they're probably either former Soul Reapers that like got like that just like ended up like manifesting these powers somehow naturally, or they could be similarly like children of lost Soul Reapers like Ichigo is, and have like, and there might be some sort of like weird kind of thing that happens with that aspect of it. I don't know, maybe there's some sort of weird thing about being a parent of a forgotten Soul Reaper, or someone that like abandons the nest, or yeah, so I guess I'm guessing those are my probably two leading guesses. There's not really a lot to go on here in terms of projecting. I haven't really been given enough to make that determination.
If you're wondering what I'm eating, it's the remaining sauce from my buffalo hot wings.
Wow. Okay.
I'm a little hungry. I still like the spice. It's a nice kick.
Okay. need that sustenance. I feel you.
Need the sauce.
Yeah,
Gotta have that drip.
that sauce. Yeah.
So, Shinji is fighting Grimjow, but at the last second, before Grimjow can unleash his resurrection, Ukiura arrives because the mission is complete. They all retreat to Hueco Mundo.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think here of chapter 237, I believe? Goodbye, Halcyon Days.
Yeah.
Covering Orihime's departure.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, like in terms of like the emotional aspect of it, one of my favorite chapters of these 10, and like throughout, I feel like one of my criticisms of Bleach has been them not really capturing kind of like that emotional like depth. Like I feel like the only other moment in the series that was really kind of captured that for me was like back dealing with like Ichigo's mom, and that stuff was kind of definitely had some feels to it. But this one was definitely like the best, like without kind of leaning on that kind of trope of like the lost mother that a lot of or lost parents that many shonen characters like have to overcome, which is like I feel like just too basic of a thing to really count as like being that. But here it definitely like using having Orihime be that character who's like very relatable, very very human, a very innocent figure, having to make such a tough choice and work with such scoundrels to save everything that she holds dear, and only being able to say bye to one person. Of course, she picks Ichigo. Definitely rough for Tatsuki, like because that's the homie. But like, I mean, of course, she picks Ichigo. But yeah, definitely powerful stuff in the way she kind of like phrases it in terms of like of all the dreams that she had, in terms of like career and like what she would want to buy and how she would want to live. But
wanting to live in 5 different towns,
yeah,
5 different jobs, 5 different dreams, 5 different goals. That in the end, she would fall in love with the same person.
Fall in love with the same person. Yeah, so yeah, definitely powerful stuff here. And damn, poor Orihime. Oh man,
I think this is one of the best chapters in the series. When he takes the time to really write for Orihime, he really knows how to write for Orihime. She's instantly one of the most relatable and well-written characters in the series, even though as far as battle comes, not really much there. But when the time is given to really like focus on her and her feelings, like I feel like it's very well done.
Yeah, like as I was saying in the last like episode, like in comparison to like another big three like Naruto, like this is like way better done in terms of like the female like female lead character, like relative to like Sakura or any pretty much any female character in Naruto. Like this is like way more like depth and way more personality given. So I'll definitely give Kubo credit on this regard.
Yeah, it does suck a little bit that all of Orihime's stuff revolves around Ichigo, but it's still well written in regards to getting into her feelings.
Right, of course. Like I mean, like I do think in terms of like the Orihime like Ichigo like love like element of it is probably like slightly undercooked. Like I feel like I've never really.
This isn't a love manga. Remember, this is a swords and looking cool manga.
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's what I'm saying. This is my nitpick would be that the whole love thing between them is definitely undercooked for sure. But everything else around that works. So like, I'm not complaining. Like I was definitely like at a half sniffle.
I tear up a little bit when I think about this moment here in the room where she, tries to kiss him. She can't bring herself to do it, and then she talks about her dreams, and it ends with this.
Yeah. Right.
I think this again truly is one of the best chapters in the series.
I definitely some of the best I got in that chapter. One of the best chapters I've seen so far. Definitely like top 10 for me.
So what did you think about the conversation with Yukitake and Yamamoto the following morning in Orihime's apartment?
Yeah, these I hate the Soul Society. Their ineptitude, their they just really grind my gears, man. Like the fact that they let Aizen just like out of pocket Jin, they just like they had them like in their fucking grasp, and they just like failed there. And then they can't protect Orihime. They send her out with these like weaklings to like the where she would be in most danger. It like none of their moves make no sense. They're just horrible. I'm starting to side with Aizen at this point, honestly. Like if they suck this bad, like shoot, maybe Aizen should just rule the world. Like god damn it, like it's oh man, it's just so disappointing. Like oh man, like if Aizen didn't want to sink the whole Kurabura district or whatever into the ground. At this point, I'd be like, okay, go Aizen. Like at least you actually have a brain. Like it's just embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing.
Yeah. So they deem that Orihime left of her own accord because she healed Ichigo's wounds.
Yeah.
And they forbid Ichigo from pursuing her.
Right.
And
then who do they send to go pick up the captains, right?
Yes, they sent Yakio and Zaraki to fetch everybody and bring them back.
But they couldn't send them to take Orihime to Earth? Like
that was more Yukitake's fault.
Yeah,
what it kind of was.
Yukitake needs to oh my man, these people. But yeah, so yeah, they pretty much forbid Ichigo from going, and of course, like if they had once again, if they had any like freaking functioning brains in their head, and they knew Ichigo, the man that went to the Soul Society to save Rukia, to fight against 13 captains and do pretty much the impossible, they should know he's probably not going to listen to your damn like advice to like not go. Like, what are they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing?
They're doing their thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, man. Okay. Yeah. Let's move on. I'm just like, yeah, it's ridiculous. I hope there's a twist here that kind of like opens this shit up and makes it make more sense. Like they have to like at this point, I'm like, are they on the take? Is like, are they getting like some money under the table from Aizen or something to be like horrible? Like
it's the thing. Aizen is that much of a genius.
Yeah.
Remember his big plan that you couldn't even see coming?
Right. He can. Momo still loves him. Like that's how. Yeah. Yeah, all right.
You need hypnosis when you have fealty.
Yeah. Right. Oh my god.
So, what did you think of Ichigo, Chad, and Uryu meeting up at Urahara's to head to Huikamondo?
Finally, the squad is symbols. All the G's like Chad, Uryu, Ichigo. You got Urahara being like, I'm on your side because I fucked up by trusting the Soul Society to protect Orihime, but they a bunch of bums, so I don't care if they're gonna hate on me for letting y'all do your thing. And yeah, they squad up, and Chad punches Ichigo's Zapakudo, and Ichigo's like, damn, you got strong, and so it's all working out. I'm glad to see Uryu's sort of survived his training. I guess he's technically not working with the Soul Reapers here because Ichigo technically isn't a Soul Reaper, even though he has the abilities of one. And so I guess he's still abiding by his father's like rule or whatever. So yeah, it's all working out, and I'm glad to see that we have some sensible people coming together to save Orihime. I mean, not probably the best plan in terms of you're going against these Arankars that like one of them like was able to like wreck 4 captains for like 10 minutes, but at least they're putting an effort out here. Like at least they're trying to do some numbers, but yeah, well, it's left to be seen whether it's going to work out.
So what did you think then of his non-special friends hiding out and watching the whole affair?
Yeah, that was another favorite part of it for me. The whole like Tatsuki Ichigo confrontation where she's kind of like I thought we were friends. Like I see you running around with this black robe. you're missing a month of school, and I can't feel Orihime's spirit energy, and you're just like not saying anything, and the fact that she like punches his head through a window, like yeah, that was like some great stuff for me. Yeah, really like the Tatsuki getting some development there, and then yeah, it was great to see the friends like finally, fully embrace like the whole like weirdness of all of this now. Like they're fully in the game. They're they're talking with Urahara. Yeah, and we'll see if that leads to them getting some power ups as well, or if they're just going to continue to be bystanders. Because I could very easily see like Tatsuki kind of exhibit some sort of like soul powers like during that?
No, she's just able to. She has enough Ryatsu capability to see.
To see, that's all it was.
Yeah.
Okay, see.
Yeah.
So we'll see if if they just are become like bystander friends that are like there for support, or if Urahara has some like, greater plan in the works for them if they want to become like involved in the whole fighting hollows and all of that stuff.
So Orihime arrives in Kwekamundo brought by Ukiwara, and Aizen says, "Give us a demonstration. Restore Grimjow's arm." Luffy says, "That's ridiculous. You can't do that. It was obliterated." And she restores the arm.
Yeah.
And just to make sure that it's still working as good as it used to, Grimjow decides to give it a test run. And bye-bye, Luffy.
He's back.
What did you think of all this?
Yeah, the Grimjaw's back. I've already said my piece on this, so I leave that there. But yeah, I mean, he's back. That's all you got. That's all you got to say. He's got the power. His arrogance is at an all-time high. There was even like some concern on the look of the Arrancar's face, like, damn it, we have to deal with this motherfucker again. Like they all seem kind of like they don't even like him. I don't think they even like him. So yeah, unfortunate for like all parties involved except for Aizen, who has control over him still. So yeah, we'll see how that all plays out.
Yeah, so that's where we end with the chapter. Let's take a break from things, and we'll end today with asking your thoughts on the volume 27 poem.
Yeah.
So volume 27, the poem is "Goodbye, Halcyon Days," and it goes, "We have not one in common. No two are shaped alike. The third, because of that eye we lack. In the fourth direction there is no hope. The fifth is at the heart."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's all right. Wait, like, what do you think about that one?
I like it. It's melancholy. I think it goes very well with Orihime on the cover, especially for the volume named after that chapter. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Good stuff.
Yeah. So tomorrow you're going to be reading 241 through 250. You're going to be finishing volume 27 and entering volume 28 to experience Baron's lecture full course.
Yeah.
You will be almost entirely done with volume 28 tomorrow. Right. It ends in 250. There's only one more chapter after that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Quick aside before we close.
Yeah.
I have to, so last episode, like you put a question to me, and about like my whole Tosin thing about why I was like questioning that so much. I thought about it a little bit. Okay, so like I really want to know more about like what Aizen's ultimate plan is. Of course, I know like it's like to become the king or whatever, but I'm really curious to see like what he plans to do with this, like his abilities. Because I think the reason why I was like leaning on the like Tosin aspect of it is because his involvement is like supposed to be like leaning towards like him having some sort of justice, like in his ideals, like some sort of like higher plan, because like earlier, like when Komamura is like asking him like, why are you leaving us, like why are you siding with him, he said because there's like less war, less death like on this side that I'm choosing right now. So like I'm really like curious to see like like what is this like corrupt like element that he's trying to like eliminate? Like is it that he's like just trying to play God and he thinks that he can just do a better job of being God than anyone, and Tosin just believes in that ability? Or is there some like true like ultimate thing that he's actually trying to acquire that might be like actually like so like in some regards possibly the right thing? Like I'm definitely curious to see like Eisen being such a genius and him having like someone like Tosin following him, like what this will ultimately become. That definitely like got me thinking a little bit. But maybe it won't pay off. We'll see.
All right.
Yeah, I just love that sitting there. No comment on that. What are you typing out? What are you typing?
Nothing. So yeah. Welcome. We're gonna have a great day tomorrow as we begin
Yeah.
introduce to Hueco Mundo.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Have a good one, people.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye. See ya.